slide in that DM, ask yourself one thing. Would you say it if you were standing in front of her? Yeah.
Scrolling through her photos like a critic in disguise, judging every angle, entitlement in your eyes. But you don't know the story behind that smile she posed, or the battle she survived that nobody knows. She could be a mother, could be healing from pain, could be building up a business while we're building a name. But the internet forgets there's a heart in the frame. Just a woman living life, not a target for your game. It's easy being bold behind a glowing screen, but respect don't disappear just because it's unseen. Yeah. Respect her timeline, respect her space. Every queen online still deserves grace. Not a comment section for your validation. Respect the woman behind the conversation. Respect her timeline.
Let her breathe and shine. Confidence ain't permission for you to cross the line. Let her breathe and shine. Confidence ain't permission for you to cross the line. Hold up, you typing reckless from behind the screen glow. But that same woman could be raising a hero, writing poetry, building dreams in the night, posting joy while she still fighting the fight. It ain't flirting if she clearly said no. It ain't funny if your words cut low. Respect ain't complicated, it's simple to see. Talk to her online like she's standing with me. Yeah. Would you say that to your sister or your mom? Then why you acting like respect is gone? Keep courage turning men to clowns. Real ones lift queens up, they don't take respect now.
Respect her timeline, respect her space. Every queen online still deserves grace. Not a comment section for your validation. Respect the woman behind the conversation. Every post ain't meant for you. Every smile ain't your cue. Every woman ain't your fantasy. She's a whole human. Respect her timeline, respect her space. Honor every woman moving at her pace. Behind every profile, behind every name is a living, breathing heart, not a social media game.
Let her breathe and shine. Confidence ain't permission for you to cross the line. Let her breathe and shine. Confidence ain't permission for you to cross the line. Yeah. Before you type that comment, before you slide in that DM,
Georgia.
Yo, you just pulled up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kellz on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Just enjoy. Friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Goddessdee, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen Kellz hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talk it, we walk it. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down.
Situationships with benefits and blurred lines. Late night convos that redefine mine. Friend turns to foe, bait turn to ghost. But we speak on it all, toast to the growth. Auntie vibes with a twist, drop gems in the mist. Got a palace full of wisdom, come get you a fix. Mic check, soul check, what's your connection? We the pulse of the people, every vibe gets a section. This ain't no gossip. This is gospel with glitter. A sanctuary for the stories they told you to bury. Let your voice rise. Let your pain breathe. Let your ship dock here.
Hello. We were on mute. It was on mute. Hey, can y'all hear us good, please? If y'all in the chat, y'all in the clouds right now, what y'all doing with y'all day? If y'all in the chat, please let us know if you can hear us. We just want to know if you can hear us. Can you hear us? Do we sound good? Oh, we sound good. Okay, we sound good. Okay. Okay, how y'all doing out there this evening? How's everybody doing? Now, in true Love Palace fashion, Goddessdee.
We don't think like that.
Yeah. But it's still a Love Palace. Goddessdee.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today, and how is your mental health?
I'm good today. It was nice today. Feeling lighter. And it was good. I can say a 9.5. I got these little hot flashes going on. So once I get back on my my menopause stuff that y'all got going on for me, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm good. And how's your mental health?
It's stable. With everything that's going on these last 30 days, I'm not gonna lie, have been a little rocky. And
Not for the week.
I'm taking it. So hey, it's another elevation toward healing, and that's what we want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm doing good though.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah. So you go on. You in charge, girl. You in charge. Go ahead. I'm chilling. Y'all.
I'm in charge, y'all. No, but hey, y'all know today what our title is. If you didn't know, look at the title. We're talking about respecting women in every relationship, right? Every relationship, we want to make sure that we are giving respect and homage to those that have came before us, that have paved the way for us to do the things that we are doing right now. I think that's so important at this time in our lives. Like, we get to do what we want to do right now in this world as we speak.
Yeah, I think we take that for granted of what our ancestors did for us. Like, when they really died for us, okay, we're really gonna put that in to do the things that we are doing now. Yeah. They really did. And so we want to make sure that we're always showing gratitude to them. And back then, a lot of women didn't get recognized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we hear, of course, you know, we got our Harriet Tubman. There's more than one Harriet Tubman, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's more than one Rosa Parks. If you really do the history, like, Rosa Parks was of many.
There's a lot of great and beautiful women out there that have done a lot for us. And I think that we should take a pause and recognize these women, because how do you celebrate respecting the women that are in your life?
Oh, man. Well, I try to make sure that I always show gratitude by just, you know, doing things for them. Like, I know when I was in Colorado, I would, like, for my aunts, because my aunts was there, my mom wasn't there. Well, I would sometimes just go take them flowers.
Yeah.
They'd be like, so especially when they lost their father and their brother, like, I just randomly was like, here's some flowers. They're like, what's this for? You know, I was thinking about you. Or even having them over, cook dinner, or go to their house. Just go. They enjoy having company.
Yeah, that's
my mom. Yeah,
come see about me.
Yeah, and my mom, I know, call. She'd be like, you call. It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, absolutely. And just even other women that's not family. And I know I've been slacking a lot, but I need to get back on those. And you know that.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? But I know we're good, because they always tell me, that, you know, we get, and we know life is life. And so, but when I see them, it be on.
It do. It do. And we getting things together. Just like we said, we're on this journey, this 30-day parasite cleanse. And so y'all haven't really seen us out in the YouTube streets like that, just because one, when you were really taking the steps to detoxify yourself, your being, there's also a lot of things that come with that detox as we know. So you're not just physically detoxing, but you also have to take that mental detox. You also have to take that technological detox, and you know, spiritual. There's so many things that you have to kind of unplug from just for the moment, just to kind of reset yourself. It's almost like a computer. You know, when your computer start acting haywire, you got to unplug it. 10 seconds. Unplug your way.
I'm a good unplugger. Me too. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Unplug down.
Appreciate everything.
Yeah.
So it's one way that we're showing respect and honor to ourselves as well. I said that because I'm just kind of bringing it full circle of how honoring our bodies and honoring ourselves also lean into that, showing respect for other women. Because as we heal ourselves, we're able to show up for our friends. We're able to show up for our partners. We're able to show up for our family at a rate that demands change. I can say that. So
yeah, I could say that too. Like, I think it's more prevalent, important now. You guys didn't get to watch Daily Dose of D. Oh, we forgot to drop. You got a Daily Dose of D. I talked about how the disrespect on the social media side, because it gets outrageous. It gets outrageous when it comes to, I mean, TikTok, Instagram. I'm on here more. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. I'll be everywhere, but I see the more disrespect, I should say, on YouTube. I ain't even gonna cap. And it happens on TikTok too. But what's her name? Auntie Faye. Is that who you got? Yeah. Like, they be trying to get her, but her man be having her covered. Boy, I was watching the episode. I think it's Auntie Faye and Unc. I think that's what it's called. And they try to come at her. He was exercising, girl.
And he'll stop everything.
Girl, I was like, that's what I'm talking about right there. In the middle, somebody said something about her. You have to actually watch it. I'm not gonna tell you why, but people were saying something, and she read the comments, and she was like, I ain't worried about y'all. I don't see this head pop up all sweaty. And he's like, what happened? Who's disrespecting my? And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there. And I think if we, in our community, if we did that more, because you'll hear on here, you a B, you'll hear B every time. You'll hear you a hoe, you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
because we justify it. We justify it because they be like, this woman's not worthy to be respected because look how she acts. It's like a tit for tat type of thing that we go through when it comes to respecting. When in fact, we should just respect where you can. Like, and if you can't respect it, leave it.
And that's exactly what I said too. Like, if you can't respect it, why are you tuned in?
Right. Ooh, I like that.
Why are you tuned in? Like, okay, because you know I can only take about 10 minutes and then I'm good. I like my frequency is off. I'll be like, I didn't heard enough. I can't do it. I really be like that. Like, I just can't. Especially the yelling and the disrespect, and it's like a slave mentality to disrespect women.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I can honestly say it took me. I've gone on a journey, and I wish that I would have noticed this before, like with me having my kids, and how much, like, I was just into the mother thing. I'm a mother. I'm gonna have kids. I don't think anything ever crossed my mind of having health issues while giving birth. Like, none of those things crossed my mind. And I think looking back on it, I kind of took motherhood and being a mother for granted. Hey, Mouthpiece, how you doing?
Hey.
I think I kind of took it for granted because it was just like
granted.
the fact that what women go through during childbirth and bringing life into this
You a
world
soldier
and sharing
this woman.
I know I had to recognize that though because
She no medication, no nothing popping babies, mama. I was like, ooh, and I did it. I don't know if she would have did it if she had the size babies I had, but she might have.
I was the biggest, but I mean, I didn't recognize like what we go through in life, and sometimes I think it's undervalued because we could just pop kids out and we can raise kids, and like we said before, we do all these great things for our family. We do all these great things for everyone else, but what do we stop and recognize what we go through? I'm loving seeing the trend now where women are taking that full 6 weeks to stay home. And nurture their babies if they're able to. I mean, I commend.
I wasn't able to do
have
that.
The ability.
Yeah,
I was able.
I think with the oldest one I was, but the second one I went right back. Right, well, not right back. But,
I was grateful to be able to take the time off, and at a point I was able to kind of stay home with them for a little bit. So like. But it brings back that respect when people are able to help you. They're able to cook for you. They're able to get things done around the house for you while you just nurture the baby. I think that's one thing that when we talk about respecting a woman is understanding that she is the life bringer. The man helps to give the life, but the woman is the one who actually manifests that life into this reality. Yeah. So I don't think that we give.
That's why we should be giving the respect
or homage, or respect to the woman, because women give up so much during childbirth, and everybody in this world was born from a womb. So you came from a womb.
Well, no matter what you claim to be, you came from the womb.
So I mean, I think there needs to be a higher level.
Yes, because like you're right. Because no matter how you are, you might. How am I going to put this? Have an addiction, right? You're still a woman at the end of the day. You're able to give birth to a child if you're able to, right?
Yeah.
Because that is what makes us so magnificent.
Yeah.
We carry a child in our belly.
9 or 10 whole months.
Yeah. And nurture it, give it food or whatever, you're able to do. And even if you're not even able to do all that, you still are carrying the child.
Incubating
a whole human. Like, you're absolutely right.
What you go through, let's just I just want to break it down just a little bit. Just so I think we could take some time to appreciate what a woman goes through. So firstly, the mental strain that a woman goes through being pregnant. Right? Hormones raging. So you can have attitude one day, be cool one day, crying the next day, super happy, right? So hormonal changes, right?
Right.
And that's something you can't even help. Like you can't balance that. You can't stay
crying. You be laughing, crying. Like it's you don't even know why I'm crying. I'm like, bitch, you're yelling at me.
Right.
Exactly.
And then you take it to the physical changes that her body have to undergo. You take the fact that her organs have to move out of the way to prepare for this life that's growing in. So then you have physical changes. The bloating, the feet, the nose, when your nose widens, when your lips get puffy, when your extremities start to swell, you can barely wear socks because if you do, they make indents in your legs.
Right. Okay. That's how you know the baby's about to pop, because you just start blowing up your face and everything. And I want to give a shout out to my ex-husband. And I know he gained weight with me. So he was like, look, baby, I got a baby too. And I was like, no, why did you not know? But I'm just saying, like, yes, you're absolutely right. Just the whole process, and then going to have the child.
Yes.
Like
you're risking your life.
Exactly.
At that point, you're risking your life to bring another life into this world.
And if you've ever experienced that, I had to experience that. That's a scary feeling of having not difficult, but casualties. And you like I had because if you know the story about Aladdin,
Yeah.
he didn't get to come home with me, and that was like the worst feeling I ever had. Like I could still feel that feeling to this day.
In childbirth, you gotta surrender.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I know that childbirth is. I can't control this. This baby coming out one way.
Right. Right.
He can't go back up in here. That because it's like, do we really look at how this world has been brought about through women? And do we look at the things that women have had to sacrifice in order to get to where we are right now? Now, I understand there may be some inconsistencies in certain communities with certain demographics on how people act, but for like we talk about all the time, like this ain't just a race thing. This
right
goes across all genres of women, of what you do and how you are and show up in this world. So, but there's something said about a woman that has brought life on this other side and what she's had to give. And I think that we need to look at that as far as giving women more grace
and respect.
Like we said, respect.
Yeah, especially, I agree with that because a lot of people complain. I have done this. I'm guilty complaining about my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after I realized, like, I wouldn't even be here to have the knowledge or to know the things that I even know. And like I said, there's no disrespect to the father, but the mother carries. If you experience that carrying that child, you understand how it is. And then that connection never, ever ends.
Yeah. And that's one thing that I had to appreciate my mom more in this space too. Because I had been through a lot just in life in general. And I can say for myself is that I didn't really take out the time to really recognize where she's been at in her life as well as a woman before she even had kids. Because I think that we neglect that point too, that before we step into these roles that we are ourselves. And most times, I will say most times, women don't get to figure out who they are before they step into these roles of being mothers or wives or girlfriends.
I know I did. I got married and instantly pregnant.
Yeah,
I was like that.
When I got married. So
you know what I'm like? It's like, whoa. So like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So we get put in these positions and we don't really think about what the outcome would be. Some make it, you know what I mean? In our situations, yes, we did have the divorce or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, we carried some things. We've held some things down. That's one thing that I can say that we've done as women. And so I had to offer that grace, like, dang, my mom has been through a lot of things. And then cracking it and opening it up, looking at it like, dang, she's a human at the end of the day.
So what do you think about too? We should be showing grace to other women because not only do men disrespect the women disrespect women. Like I even tried to be like, even if they doing something that I don't agree with, I just be like, if I have the opportunity to offer and they're willing to listen, I'll be like, I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna disrespect you and call you out your name unless something really makes me, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it even makes you think about that, like, because we're definitely girls, as we said on the live earlier. And so it's like, but the point I'm trying to make is I've seen where we give the man grace, but not the women. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And I've been guilty of that myself. Like, I'll be willing to forgive a male, you know what I'm saying? And be like, but the girl, I'm like, I'm not. And then I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
We would be stronger if we did in certain situations. Because I listen, and I'm no way advocating for people that actually get into relationships to be side pieces and things like that, because that's going to be out there. That's what it is, right? But at the end of the day, if there's something that you could do inside of your marriage or your partnerships, I'll say, that can help build, do that. You never know where somebody's coming from or what's happening in somebody like that has even put them in a situation where they're even acting out to do certain things that they're doing.
And I think if we as people check that, it would not be as prevalent. Yeah. But people allow it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a man is disrespecting a woman, because that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And another man comes and checks that, and then like we just tell the woman to just calm down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, I believe would actually like stop, but because people condone that, people are like, oh, with especially on social media, it's like, oh, that's funny, and that like I said, it gets more likes and views than Daily Dose of D or Holistic Royalty by Kellz or Blended Healing or Malcolm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here's the thing too, though. Another thing that I would like to see too is women also get on other women.
That's what I'm going to say.
For the ways that they act, because you'll have a woman that'll buck up to a man or just buck up, period.
Exactly.
And won't come off of that standpoint where they are. And it's like, what is you trying to prove? Like,
and then when the woman is telling the woman, so say like I'll be like, Kellz, don't jump on me,
right?
When it's something that I'm really bringing to your attention,
right?
So like, especially in social media, if your business is out there and you have that one person in the chat that's like, hey girl, like you might not want to did this or up on a platform and you cussing the girl out, and you like, wait a minute,
right?
Like, I'm just trying to make you see things. So even as a receiver, because I have to learn that, as a receiver, hold on, let me listen to what you say, especially if you come at me like, hey, I know you've been through this or did this and that, but I want you to really think about what you're doing, because this is not healthy for you.
It's not a good look.
Yeah. It's not healthy. So I don't have to come at her and be like, oh, you a bee, blah, blah. Hey, then once I feel that once we as a people in a respectable way, and even sometimes a stern way, tell them that that's up to them. So then we just dismiss ourselves.
Yeah, that's where I'm with that.
Yeah, but it's like, how are we gonna create that?
I don't know. Like I told you yesterday, people stay ready.
Yeah,
they be on ready. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to act like this.
Right.
I'm waiting for somebody to be like this. And yeah, I bet they better not with me, because I'm not the one. We are so hard on that point that we're not looking at the things that people will go through, because people go back to, what about me? What about me? What about me? Well, my question is going to be, what about you? Because what is you doing for yourself? First off, before you try to lay your stuff on anybody else, right? Because I know I've hit hard times in life where I've needed people, but I've also needed to do what I needed to do for myself so that I could receive the type of help that I need. There are some changes and some things that I've had to adjust, in some ways that I've had to pivot so that I can get the help that I need. Not stay right here and be like, ain't nobody helping me, ain't nobody doing this, and I need this, and ain't nobody seeing it my way. No, sometimes you got to stop and think for a moment. But sometimes what we do as women is we'll fill our lives with men. Like, you got women out there that can't be alone. Every time you turn around, they're in a relationship. Hey, Sirius, how you doing?
Georgia. They
live their life, or
like,
be still, or just be quiet, like in that quiet space of life, to where you're actually beneficial to yourself. You know what I mean?
And I know that there's trauma that needs to be healed, right? So that's part of that too. But part of the healing process is us healing too, and for respect.
Yeah, that's where I think that's where it needs to start at. Is that
because I don't think anybody, as long as the people are going to keep accepting it, that's when it's going to keep going, right? Because like back in the day,
you're a man.
Who got Too Short got in trouble for saying to be calling a female? Oh, Tupac was the one where got the who was the congresswoman? I forgot her name. Got so mad at him for calling, like
I know what I can't remember.
Yeah, I can see her face. Yeah,
I know.
But back then, like, or even when I was growing up, if a man said that, it was like the whole room would be like, it'd be like a whole clinch your pearls with the women, and the men be like, nigga, what's wrong? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, y'all. What's wrong with you?
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Like, what's wrong? You cool, man? You cool? You know what I'm saying? Like, they would even like dismiss him from that. That's why I said I think the slavery mentality put a lot of that on us, you know, of we're allowing people to disrespect us, so now let's disrespect each other. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to drop their knife.
Right.
Everybody got their knife ready. Instead of being like, and here's the thing, I'm saying that as a knife carrier, y'all.
Me too.
Because I am the person that will be like, I'm ready to draw my sword on anybody. Like I was that person. But I also have learned over time that a lot of people don't even deserve a response. Like literally. And I used to be back in the day, what you mean I don't deserve a response? What you mean I gotta act like that?
Right.
No, I gotta say something about this because this ain't right. No, because sometimes being quiet is the best response.
Man, I have to learn that because you know I'm ready.
Because nowadays people love to be offended off of everything you do.
Man.
And this is how I know you're an emotional type of person. If you get offended off of everything somebody says. Because here's the thing, the only thing that I gotta watch out is make sure that you're not affecting me. You say whatever you want. Because words are going to be what you draw into your realm. I don't have to accept that because me accepting that comes into agreement with that. We could. Did you know that you could disagree and still have an acceptance for what somebody's doing because you're falling into the agreement too?
Yeah.
You've accepted it once.
Exactly. So, like, what makes men disrespect the women like that? I wish we had a man up here.
Well, I'll play.
No, you can't. No,
I'm going in my mouth.
Like what triggers or what happens where the man does that? I mean, I
it's like toxic. Some men like toxic.
I know, I understand that, but we're women too, so you know what I'm saying. I get it.
Man, where y'all at? Are y'all coming up here to let disrespect some women? Anybody? Because I want to know too. Because that does it. I get it, but then I want to understand the
because okay. So yeah, the thinking behind it. Because I have intrusive thoughts.
Me too, girl. Me too.
Because as a union, whether married as a couple or not, or you know what I'm saying, like in most situations, like I said on me and Mouthpiece show, after going through what I'm going through, I like for the man to take some of this and take the lead, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So if you're taking the lead as the leader, nothing should take you from that goal. You understand what I'm saying? Not even my attitude.
Right.
You said that this is just my intrusive thought, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm a leader, so just like if you go out of town and you you're in charge of the house. You're in charge. My mind automatically goes, I'm in charge. I'm taking control of this. I don't care what nobody says because they already know. The kids said they try. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, no, that's not part of. Nothing's gonna make me. So as a man, if you are given the opportunity to lead in most of the areas and not everything, it depends what works.
Yeah.
What makes you disrespect that woman instead of just leaving? Because we had this conversation last night with her younger son because he was like, you should leave, and you should.
Yeah, but some of them don't.
If you're complaining about a situation, if you're complaining about how you're being disrespected, and all you do is get disrespected, because that is toxic, y'all. Like, I had to realize that I was low key in toxic situation. Shit.
Man. Me too. With love and everything.
Right, like, wait a minute.
Toxic ass love.
So the disrespect, and with myself, I was like, D, you get treated better than this.
Man, yep.
My own daddy wouldn't even do, you know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where I was being disrespected like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in our lives, men do respect us even to your boys, my boys, when we go back home, even just here, men to open the door for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's sort of like we know what we're supposed to be treated and how the decorum of that person should be.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe what it is that it's the standard. A certain woman is going to give off a certain standard. It's almost like picking a ripe fruit. You go up, there's all these different type of fruits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you already know the light skinned fruits is not the one you're going to pick, right?
I can't stand
The fruits that the bananas is
the
green,
black and the berries, sweet.
the green and the oranges
I got
yellow.
you. You just sound like you was making a light skinned comment against yourself.
Oh
no, I'm messing.
Oh, no,
Did you hear yourself?
no. But I'm just saying, like, in order for you to know what's right, there's a certain characteristic about that fruit that's going to let you know that it's right. And I think that when you come from a toxic situation, you already know what toxic looks like. Mm-hmm. So you know what toxicity is going to look like in another person. So you already know how to grab that person in because you know what toxicity looks like. And it's vice versa on the healthy side of things too. When you start to get your life together, you start working on yourself, getting yourself to a certain level, then I think that you see that in people too. And so that's what you will gravitate to. Not that the low-hanging fruit ain't gonna try, but that you don't entertain that low-hanging fruit. And you vibrate higher than what you
I get that. You have to grow to that too. Yeah. What did she say?
I think it's ego driven on the man's part. They require outward recognition and see life as a competition. That's why we said
I see that, but I'm serious. I see what you're saying, but I also see where the woman is still like, I love your dirty draws no matter what. Right. And they still disrespecting the woman. Like, it's like what I've seen, I'm not even talking about on social media.
In real life.
So don't nobody be thinking I'm talking about
right.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of situations.
We got a lot of situations going on. Okay. Now, if this applies, I don't know. Let it fly. But it's like the disrespect. Like we'll be out and see a whole man. So listen.
Get out of the car and pump the gas.
That's what you know what I was about to say.
Get out the car and pump the gas unless your leg is broke. But I hobble.
But I ain't even seen some men that still did. No, you know what I'm not. Just to be honest,
their leg broke.
They get their cane and get right over there to that pump. Okay, so there it goes. Like pumping the gas. I hate pumping gas. I hate pumping gas.
What's up, Lon?
What's up? I hate pumping gas.
Me too.
So if there is we taught our sons early to try
pumping gas at 6, 7, 8 years old.
Taking out the trash. That's another thing I don't like to do. I don't like to, like, I just feel there's certain tasks, like, okay, so like my little niece today is like, I'm washing mom's car. In my mind, to me, that's the man's task. I don't know, just me, and I'm spoiled like that because my husband.
And here's the thing,
my ex-husband.
But I told her to go ahead and do it because she's a little kid and she wanted something to do. Go ahead, spray the car off with some water. But
she was like, maybe all of us. She said maybe all of us.
It won't be all of us.
I said no, that's not happening.
It won't be all of us. I was 20-something years old. I'm sorry.
And then the only reason why, look. Just to be real, a side note, the only reason why I was going to wash my cars then was to go see all the guys that was at the car wash. And I wouldn't even have to wash my car because they don't do it.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like.
And then here's the thing. The thing is that I want to just put a challenge out there of men. Do some respectful gestures to women. And here's the thing, I understand. Yeah, I understand some women ain't gonna understand because they're used to certain type of behavior. But do one nice thing to show a woman just out of the blue, just that's helpful. Because now everybody's so skeptical of everybody. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be brown. It's hard.
Everybody's like so clenched up, like you right. And I get it because you get hurt. Because I am a very free loving person, and you know that you are as well. But you've seen me go through the pain of having men and women hurt me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, sadly to say, a lot of women hurt me more than the men, just to be honest. What she say?
Yeah. Culturally speaking, I think family core values are not being taught. They saw what their parents, grandparents did, and they think that it's okay to do it. Exactly. Normalizing bad behavior.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: how you want your kids to be okay, and your asses ain't okay? Like, explain that to me.
I don't know, because I think about that often, and what I can say, even their father, when my first son graduated, and we had a big party, he, at the end of the party, said he would not be the man he is today because he gave me credit too.
Yeah.
Because I taught him, like these men, young men around here, we don't play that
at all.
We have totally sat in the car and waited for them to open the door.
Yep.
And had a whole conversation, me and Kellz, and they looking at us and we looking at them and they looking at us.
Hold on, I did that before to somebody. Straight in the car. They were standing out the car looking at us like now, no, come open the door. Right. Are you serious right now? Because no, not.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, I am not.
Talk to your manners.
And especially now, because I sometimes need help. I can get out. But no.
Man, if we was back home, we would never have to touch a door. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Well, let me not say that, because out here we have
people when they see, they'll be like, because you'll be like, if you're getting, whatever I need to walk or something, people have stopped.
Not even that. Some people just wait and be like, okay, I got y'all. And open the door.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm used to having my door open. I don't know about nobody else except for my cousin right here. But our sons open doors for us. Like, the men that are in our lives open doors. Friends.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to open doors, we know how to teach you. We're going to sit in the car until you get out and come open the door.
Well, that's true. We sat in there, her son, one of the sons the other day, we sat, it was like last week sometime, and we sat in there, like, he like, and then it clicked, he was like, oh shoot,
I gotta come.
Yeah, because we was in there just talking like, but just the respect, like, it shouldn't just be for the month, because it's the end of the month. This should be life, respecting. Because we carry life, like you said. We carry life.
Yep.
We carry life. And that matters, because none of us would be here if it wasn't for the woman. And like you said, Tupac told y'all, okay.
We got a name for a woman. Disrespect our women.
He told us to keep our heads up.
Yep.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And even though his mom was in that situation, you can say nothing about his mama.
Dear mama.
Okay? You can say nothing about his mama. So the respect thing, I think, like, in friendships matters. Like, we're talking about all the ships, right? So on a friendship level, like I said, even respecting women all the way around.
Yep. Thank God for my good old country roots mama. She take care of my manly. That's what I'm talking about.
We didn't talk to her. We know she didn't raise a good one, for real. Like, I know, Mouthpiece, I'm so mad you have to work, because I'll be having questions. But we'll tap in. We'll tap in with it. But of course, because it's like, who I respect on it. Mouthpiece is one of the persons that. Okay, let me just be real.
Yeah.
On this Red app, because I had a whole. I'm just saying his name, Dangerous. When I first came on this app, there was some derogatory things that were said about me, and so like he did a whole live dedicated to me, and I didn't even know of how to that. We're not worried about raccoons. You understand what I'm saying? So I do have people, and a lot of people I've had to help back from going off on people. Let's just be like, they'd be like, so, but one of the key persons, and I hope he listens to this, of course, is Dangerous. The network and all them is, but the enemy's public. he respects his wife,
Yeah.
and he respects women so much. Like TEP, I salute you so much.
brother.
He'd be like, that's a woman. He lets you talk. He just his whole. I think he values the women.
Yeah, he does speak in a way that.
And shout out to his wife.
Yeah. I commend both of them. One thing that I wish women would stop doing is telling their men they're insecurity. They are weapons, and not every man will protect what you share with them. Oh yeah, we know that. We know there's some men that just like ladies. They like loving to lay down and pillow talk or do other things to tell people's business. You know what I mean? Like they like little girls.
What was the wow for what I was talking about? Somebody I did. I had somebody. I almost left the whole YouTube because of that. And when I tell you, my network brothers was not having it. They was not having it at all. And I have much love for them. Most of them call me Mama D. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm older than them, but they have a lot of respect for women. And hey, Blended, you get, I think it's too, like, because we talked about it, Kellz, the respect of, it's how what you put out too.
Yeah, it is all what you put out. Because here's the thing, people are going to show up how they gonna show up, right? You only have control over how you show up in this world, and you can't take it back once it's out there. Mm-hmm. Once it's out there, it's out there. And sometimes we do things that we can't take back, and thinking that people's just supposed to accept you in that way. Life don't work like that. Respect comes first, then come the money.
Money, power, respect. I can't stand this girl. Money, power, respect. No, but like I said, like I even see like, when's the time when we stick together? We got to stick together too. Hey, sis, you ain't. Well, I can say that we've created some, like, I know we talk about the COC a lot, and y'all don't know really a lot that goes on, but we are very real with each other.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, we get sunned, right. Or yo, what's up? Or nah, that ain't cool. Like, we get checked too, but we respect each other to listen. And we've had where it's like, nah, I feel this way. I have had full-blown debates. This is how I feel, and I'm pissed off right now, and I don't care what y'all say. And you know what? They listen to me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I still listen to them as well.
Yep.
So I get it. You know what I'm saying? God is in that order. Right. So I get it. You know, I get it. But you can create, like I said, our ancestors literally died for us to have this opportunity to be on this app, for us to be able to walk outside and do what we could do, especially in the South.
Man, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I literally sat down and thought about, like, dang, how am I showing up for my ancestors? Everything that was sacrificed from all the women that lost their children and their families, and all the men that have lost their children and their wives through the process of what's happened in this world. I'm like, dang, they really sacrificed. I couldn't imagine being in that time. I'd probably be jacked up already.
Oh, I would.
Because I'm not following.
What did I say? I'm a color purple. I'm gonna be jacked up, either dead or in prison, like Missy. What's her name?
I don't think that.
I didn't think her name.
The thing about it is that they literally fought for us to be able to do what we did.
Exactly.
So the bigger question is how are we really showing up for our ancestors? If the thing is, and the comment is said that we are our ancestors' wildest dreams, what kind of dreams is our ancestors having right now? What kind of dream was that? Because we not celebrating each other.
And you think about if you really dive into the Rosa Parks stories, like I said, there's more people before her that did that. But her particular story, if you watch the movie, her and her husband almost lost their whole marriage because of what she did. But that man never disrespected that woman. Never disrespected. and it worked out because he's like, I love her. You know what I'm saying? Where's the love at? So like, what kind of love? And so my point is, because Rosa Parks is our ancestor, right?
Yeah.
So we should be displaying the same type of. She had that friend that she grew up with, and they were. She helped her through that struggle, which the lack of I feel in my deepest hearts of hearts, and y'all can disagree because that's y'all business. If we actually stood together, united as women, especially in our culture, the men would sort of just, and I don't like to use the word follow.
Come together.
Yeah, come together as well. Because they're like, look at these sisters. They together, they're not arguing, they're supporting each other. They talking to each other, even though they might not get it or upset. What are we doing, men? I really believe it. That's just my thought, show. That's one of my thoughts. That if that happened, if we really stuck together, and I start with my culture because I feel that's what I am around, and that's where I feel is the most hated. Women hate on women like crazy.
How we go from taking care of each other's kids to not taking care of our own. We used to have community. We can all go over to cousin or sister such and such house and have a meal if we didn't have a meal at our house. We can go over here and eat at or take a bath or whatever we can over here. And it wasn't looked at as, girl, you ain't got that at your house and you ain't
Right.
Like, or you were there to help.
Or thank you. Or if your house was not up to spec or you needed help, women would come over. I've seen this when my mom had her surgeries. The people with their care friends came over there and cleaned up the house, cooked, and did everything. Like I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
And some of them didn't even like each other like that, but they did what they had to do.
I'm grateful for the family members when I was in the hospital. I got some that still help me out even when I'm not buying clothes and stuff. You don't understand. Shout out to those y'all that's helping me with this baby and helping me while she's on her growing journey and getting things together because it's the support. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things that people say that they're going to do for you that may quote unquote show respect, right? But at the end of the day, what are they actually doing to show the respect?
Right.
And that's what we gotta look at. I can't look at your bad day and judge you on your whole bad day. Hey, that should be my question.
Then are you okay?
If you laying it on me.
Exactly.
If you laying it on me, I gotta be, are you good?
Exactly. I think that's where one of the things that we really honed into. That's what made our relationship flourish because of things that you went through and things that I'm going through currently. Is absolutely you need this, you need me to cook. Come on. Like our kids are so used to having dinner together, like it's just natural. When we come together, like we're gonna try to all of us trying to come together and it's just the natural thing. And other family members look at us like we like this is what we do because we were actually there for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. First and foremost, break the generational barrier in order to fully connect and understand the ancestral roots. That's what we're doing right now. Like on the way, the thing is people want to rush the journey. People want it already made. People want it already done. And there ain't nothing in this world that wasn't crafted. That's all. But you gotta put some work in. When you have craftsmanship, what does that mean?
You know how to build, how to put things together, make something. Yeah.
But some people just want it already done, and there's nothing in this world that's like that. You gotta put that shit together. Gotta do some work.
And during the work, a lot of people don't like to talk about the hardness of the work, the hardness. So no, Lydia had excuse me, heard live today that we're heading into spring. This is the time where it's time for us to pop out because we didn't been working. we've been doing all this and we're like, oh my God, what's happening? Now it's time for us to actually show what we are. But that work that we got to do,
Yep, it's a brick by brick
it is
process.
brick by brick.
That's what I'm saying.
And sometimes the bricks be jacked up.
Man.
Sometimes you run out of bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man. We like the Israelites in the Bible. Make the brick, make the brick without
Get it together, add to it. Got to. You don't get it right. But that's got to, when we talk about respecting a woman, understand that we are creative beings. If y'all don't understand or know nothing at all about a woman, just understand one thing, that we're very creative. Very, very creative. And giving us something, we can make something out of nothing because we're nurtured. If we have that time to nurture whatever it is, good, bad, and
if you allow us to,
it can become,
man,
either the greatest thing you've ever seen or the most damaging hurricane you've ever experienced in your life.
And it takes it's hard in this day and age to trust, because the trust that I have had, I'm like, nah. But then you know what I learned through that is I'm gonna go with my intuition. And yeah, D, you might get hurt. You might, you know what I'm saying, but you never waver from who you choose. The moment where it starts changing me, that's when I know this ain't right, because this ain't me. Now I'm changing, you know what I'm saying? So when I feel that I'm not being respected or respected or honored in a way, I'm gonna just let you go ahead and do what you gotta do. But I'm gonna have the respect for myself. And I think that's where the whole respect comes in.
Yeah.
It's having respect for yourself. Everybody can respect you. They give us a whole month, and it should be beyond that, right? But at the end of the day, respect yourself. That was the bomb drop.
Oh, damn. Should have had the bomb.
And we weren't ready. It's okay. Respect yourself. Respect yourself.
It starts there. Just come on, be for real. Everybody like I said, everybody want it done quick. And here's the thing. I be wondering what people's definition is putting in the work. Because you got people out here like, I do be putting in the work, and they be toe up half the days that they like. Or got mad insomnia and can't sleep.
Right.
Or just not doing
it. He said, I can still drop it. We at Kellz house, Mouthpiece. We at Kellz house. You forgot we was at Kellz house.
We have my house.
We at Kellz.
If I find it, look.
We at Kellz. Remember, we at Holistic Royalty by Kellz. That's where we at. She found it.
Drop it. Yeah.
Respecting yourself is gonna, let me tell you something. Transparent moment. I'm always transparent. Me respecting myself has got me a lot of places and people to respect me, to allow them to see I'm not having that. I'm like, no, I don't have time for that. Like, they know how I am. If you know me, you'd be like, D is not about to do that. People would say that, no, she is not about to do that. And even the women that I love and care about and associate with and call my friends, I'll be like, that is not about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that respect for yourself, that is it.
That's why you want to spend all the time with yourself before deciding to commence it.
Man, we just had this conversation
that's
last
the
night.
wisest thing to do. That is the wisest thing to do, but that's not what people be doing.
But they, like we said last night when we was having this conversation with the young man, right?
Yep.
What you gonna do when? Okay, let me just reverse that because it made me just go all the way back. Y'all,
go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
Women. I'm talking to y'all. Talking to my sister. Some of us be so in love with a man, so in love with a man, so in love with a man that we depend on him to bring us happiness. We are depending on him so much. Oh, okay, especially the younger generation. Let me do that. They don't look at the person as he has flaws. He's just perfect. He does nothing wrong in my eyes. And they look for that person to give them that validation of happiness until he can't. And then what happens? This is when you need to have that self-love. Because baby, it's okay that you down right now. But you know what? I love me. And I know me got us because I got me right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we women have to really get out of the infatuation, the romanticizing and all that. Yes, when it's good, let it be good. But there's time. That man's, your happiness do not depend on nobody but yourself. Yeah.
We got to talk about that. I want to chime in on that. Because for real, you cannot find your happy place. Like Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore had to play golf. He had to go out there and find his happy place in order for him to be the best.
Yes.
Whatever your happy place is.
My happy place is music.
Man.
If I get in the zone, you know when I'm in the zone. I had a song that I was singing today too. But that kept repeating. But music, being in nature.
Yep.
I'm one of them ones that love the sun.
You love the ocean.
Yeah, the water.
Water. It's all. That's
But you gotta respect yourself first. Respect yourself. It gotta be.
Make yourself. That's why I say you got women with your creativity. Learn how to do hobbies. Learn how to find things that you love to do. For me, myself was going to get my yoga certification, get my nutrition coach certification. That's something that I wanted to do for myself.
Hey, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, can you go to the sound effect? Because we're gonna need some more round of applause for this. Speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go off the subject just a little bit, but you can respect this woman for this. Not only has Queen Kellz become an herbalist, she now has her nutritional license to be a nutritionist. What's happening? Yes, y'all. Yeah. Respect her gangster.
Gangster, y'all.
So not only is she healing, she's certified to heal. How about that? Ooh, I like that. Certified to heal.
How you say mouthpiece, Dr. Kim? I'll take it all day. No, I'm not a doctor. However, check with let me put my disclaimer out there. Go ahead and check with your doctor if you're pregnant or not. It's going to require doctors to be under a doctor's care, please.
Yeah.
Check with your provider, your healthcare professional. Okay.
Right, mouthpiece, like for real.
But my mission is to help a person get to a place. I think I'm not going to say my mission. I think our mission is to get people to a place where we just want you to think first of all. If we can get you to think, that's what we've done. I think we've done our job.
But none of that would have been possible if you didn't respect yourself. No, I'm saying like you have to respect for yourself.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you
to do that. And when you find you a group of women that y'all can respect each other and be real with each other. And when I'm saying real, that means the ugly, the all that. Like when we don't even feel like being bothered or like, I don't, because I'm telling you, when I get in I'm laughing at myself. I don't give a say it's serious with me. Like they be like, okay, Dee said what she said. We just gonna go ahead and let that go. Cause I I'm so loving and caring, but that other side is just as more intense because and it's like having those people that keep you accountable.
Mhm.
Keep you accountable. You know, we wasn't gonna be able not to do another no ships episode coming up because somebody was gonna be like, what's going on with the
Right.
ships, yo?
What y'all doing over there?
I'm trying to get it right. I'm trying to get it right. Get it right. No, but I'm just saying, just find your people that you resonate with
Keep you accountable.
and that
Respect
you feel
you.
comfortable talking to. And you know what is scary because so many years I was looking for people, and I'm like, so I don't call everybody my friend, and I don't call everybody sis and all that because no. This is where the ships came from. It was originated because when Blended did that live, the first one, and I was like, what you mean there's other ships? I thought everybody was my friend. Nah, girl, that's your associate. What you mean let's break that down?
Right.
And it really opened my mind to what people are, but what you can also lead to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is another thing. Don't take what has happened from somebody else into another friendship.
Yes.
Like you could have been hurt.
I agree.
I feel that I could have developed some really good friendships, but because they got hurt over here,
Yeah.
they just was like, I'm gonna cut you off. I was like, that's what I do, you know. What I do though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that you know where you're sitting. Are you that companion? Are you that, you know, are you that the one that, so I'm gonna know where I am. But don't just leave me like, I have people that have literally just cut me off and I don't even know why. They be like, what happened to such and such? I don't know. You have asked me that. I'm like, I don't know, girl. You be like, what you mean? I literally do not know. You're like, for real, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. So it's like, but the respect level is still there.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people disrespect women, and I just can't. It gets out of hand. It gets out of hand.
I think it gets out of hand too because in order to get respect, you gotta give it, and sometimes you gotta be the one to offer that generosity first. I know it sounds crazy. I know don't nobody want to hear that. I don't nobody want to be like, I'll take the first step.
Oh yeah, because I don't like to a lot. I'm gonna be done.
I don't either.
Right.
But I'm just gonna be so for real. I'm looking for the outcome that I want in the situation. And I know if I enter into a situation and I'm acting irate, that's probably not gonna get me what I want. I'm closer to getting what I want if I come in and behave and have a conversation. Mm-hmm. And from that conversation, the only thing that can come of that is clarity.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's clarity. So is respect earned or given? Both. Two things can be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about it like this now, Keith. If you give yourself respect, you earn that, right? And you giving yourself respect will allow others to give you respect. I like that a lot.
Well, how
about that? You like it too? How about you respect yourself? Because you earned that. You earn to be you giving it to yourself, right? And you giving it to yourself. Others, nah, bro.
Man, there's some people out here I could say today that I should not respect.
Right.
But because I respect myself enough, I'm not going to disrespect them. And I would have every right to disrespect.
Right. Earn second. You right, Linda.
And I haven't done and I haven't done anything to deserve their disrespect, but they disrespected. And so now I choose to not be disrespectful. So I give it just as much as it may be earned, I still will give, because the last thing I want to do is make sure that we don't end on clarity. I need to make sure I need to whoop your ass before time. Before I have to whoop your ass.
I can't, y'all. Let me come get her.
So I'm gonna talk with respect to see if we got some clarity, and if we do, and you got some sense, you be wise to do what you're supposed to do. Else, then it could be a different way.
If I'm like blended, if I'm looking for it to be earned out the gate, what am I doing to get it?
Right.
You owe me respect. Well, what I mean, to me, that's the me.
Respect ain't just a human thing that people should just have. Do you want somebody just walking up to you off of some shit being, bitch, you motherfucker? You gonna be like, what? What'd you do to get deserve that?
Exactly.
People's not acting like that.
And pretense of loyalty, right?
Right.
But that's why you respect yourself. Remember, what you are is what you receive. I think people forget that. What you are is what you receive. One more time for the people way in the back of the church back there.
Come on to the
what
front.
you are is what you get. So think about that. Respect yourself.
All that I'm saying is I'm going to offer the respect first. I'm not going to look for you to respect me. I know the way that I want to be treated. So I'm going to first start you off treating you the way that I would like to be treated until you show me otherwise. Because understand that shift, you're going to know what the shift is. Because I'm starting off with respect. So if I just totally just disrespect your ass, know that you've earned that shit. How about that? You can earn the disrespect.
But think about it. Think about the song. Everybody tunes in on the RESPCT. What did she say after that part?
Just a little bit.
No. RESPCT. Find out what it means to who?
Me.
She tell you in the song.
So find out, because everybody's respect level could be different. As we see in the chat, people say respect got to be earned. Okay, that's what you feel. So if I come off and start calling y'all kind of monkeys and shit, then I don't want to hear nothing about it, because you said you need to earn that shit. So I'll let you earn
it. I told you she didn't drop the ladder with it.
No, y'all know I'm playing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, there's when we talk about respect, I think that, like I said, I'm treating people how. Here's the thing. Most people give their loyalty to others who don't even ask for it. Therefore, we give our loyalty based on pretense of what you think may happen. But we then give.
You're right, Blended.
That's all I'm saying. I'm blended. I'm with where you at. With where you at. And then what you say, I need to earn my respect because I'm in a mental, I don't expect any. You cannot expect it, but that's the thing. Where do you expect the love for yourself if you don't expect it?
If you don't love yourself and respect yourself, sir.
But this is why I said this is what we need to look out for. You're telling us that you're in a mental space, so you don't even expect it. My thing is I expect it from myself, so therefore I give it. That's why I'm able to give it. Because I do respect myself. And I do be in mental spaces too, but I'm never gonna lay my dirt off or my shit off or my mental day off on a person because they don't deserve it. So I won't ever do that because that's not right. And that's showing the respect. But being able to have a conversation to tell you, hey, babe, I'm not good today.
And people respect you even after your fuck shit whenever you get there.
Oh. Y'all trying to divert. I'm trying to divert. Then we get to expect respect based on that original pretense. Thank you. Yes. I'm with that. all that I'm saying is that when you do unto yourself, you can do unto others. That's all that I'm saying. That's what I'm putting out there. Respect, yes, should it be a two-way street? Yes, it should absolutely be a two-way street. However, I'm not going to hold somebody hostage for how they act. I'm going to show up the way that I'm going to show up. And if a person is acting however they want to act, that's on them. And then I'm just gonna divert and go a different way because I'm looking for the route of peace. Unless you're trying to get into a disagreement with me, like, but you would have to push that. That means therefore you will earn an ass whooping. That's why I come off with so much respect. Because I'm gonna respect the person because what a person can do for me is earn getting their ass whooped. That's how I feel. I don't think that you should have to earn my respect. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna show up respectful to you. I'm gonna make sure that I'm communicating. If I say something wrong, I'm gonna make sure that I can take accountability for what I do. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna push that shit on me where I'm being respectful.
No,
and then you
don't get it twisted.
me.
We don't tolerate disrespect.
Yeah.
That's what we don't do. Don't think that you can disrespect me because I'm respecting you.
Yeah, that part.
Kelly's gonna beat you up, and I'm gonna gracefully bow out and just vanish.
She's gonna slap you with that cane. He showed me a move the other day with that motherfucker. I couldn't. She was like Chuck Norris. This motherfucker. Me and the baby said, "Oh shit, ain't y'all worry about nothing." So yeah, let us say that shit. Otherwise, I know my
defend myself. Oh, I forgot about that.
Don't sleep. Do not sleep. Hey, I think the intention is not to lay it on people. However, if you are trained that way based on what you went through, it's inevitable. It is.
Yeah, you're right. No, you are.
That's a sad part.
But you can change. Everybody can change. You're right, though.
People normalize it. It's easy, but I think it's easier for us to normalize dysfunction because that's what we see. And as long as that's what we see, we can normalize it. Look, I see.
Like we said, it's normal to go to this red app and hear a whole bunch of screaming and hollering and see 600 people in the chat. And it's like, what I can only tolerate it for 10 minutes max. Then I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But it's normalized, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I just know like what we set our goal to do is just to be who we are and to be around people that we can resonate with. But don't get it twisted. Don't disrespect us. Like we don't tolerate disrespect. I will tell people that was disrespectful. You was wrong. I don't play that at all. And if you have a problem with that, then that's hey.
Yeah. My thing is, I think that people just like putting on the show. Some people know that this is a stage, and they gonna put on the show till they die.
But like I said at Daily Dose of D, you forget behind this circle right here with these two ladies right here is real flesh and blood people with feelings. That's what people forget, and people need to remember that. At the end of the day, you can scream, holler, and all that, but there's people back there that we have real feelings.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, but I'm gonna need you to elevate.
Okay, back to the topic.
Elevate their respect. He already knows. He already knows. He's like detailing me off.
No, but I always say like the thing about it is you do gotta respect women. Women got to start respecting women. This ain't the saying going.
This is respect all the way around.
This is right. Women
like we give homage to the women that we respect in our history, in our family now, and the people we respect them so much. Like for real.
I get to study herbs because of my ancestors. And the fact that the shit's been pumping through my blood for ages and ages, and I'm just now finding out how to utilize that power. You know how meaningful that is? You know how meaningful it is to dig through your heritage and really find out who you are?
Yes.
And find out what your mission is on this earth, what you're supposed to
be. What you're supposed to be.
And finding out who your past people was and what they was into.
That's why y'all need to be tapping into Linda Healing because she's taking y'all through a journey. We didn't went to Savannah, Georgia. Y'all better read all that back. She said we going to Florida. We on our way to Florida. But no, and then I'm not even trying to be funny, but like our missions are as the COC is for us to learn our higher self and to learn who we are, right? So learning who you are matters or where you came from. Absolutely matters.
Yes, people can change. It takes like 3 weeks to form a habit if they're consistent and on a daily basis. But it takes a split second to break that.
Man, blended. You right, because during this detox, right? There was times, and you know this, that I wanted to be like, forget this. And it made me really realize that it's so easy. Just one little thing could take me down. So I agree with you. Doing this made me realize a whole bunch of things of people and it does. What, 21 days you have to take to have it? Because me and Kellz talked about that. But we got 7 more days, and it's still anything can revert back still. So you're right. I agree. You have to have that self-discipline. That's a good thing to have, self-discipline.
I just want people to just start working on it. Like, I just want to see the work getting started. Like, I don't care where you start from.
Because you can start over again.
Yeah.
Set yourself up and try again. No, real talk. That's the beautiful thing about being a human being. We're not a robot. Right. You're a robot. They unplug you. Right. You in metal. We as human beings were created to start over again and try again.
Right. So like that's the part that I don't get. I'm like, why can't we do that? Why can't we get back into being what each other needs? It don't have people when you say stuff like that, people like, oh yeah, we just want to be with this person for sex. Like it goes to that. It's not being actually what people need. I need a shoulder to cry on. I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody just to help me get my mind together. I need somebody that can help me do this. I need somebody. I'm tired of waiting on motherfuckers. Like I'm kind of glad AI is out there because that's one thing I'm respecting myself and I'm make me an AI generator. Something I'm tired of waiting on them to do shit for me.
Facts. That's true.
I'm tired of waiting on people saying they gonna do something and then can't even finish it. I'm making myself and I get creative on my own stuff and with the help of my people, I can get even further and create the things that I want. And here's the thing: there's a good and there's pros and cons to this AI stuff, and I do get it. But if you ain't making your money right now, while it's popping, I don't know what you do. Because at the end of the day, people is doing what they gotta do. People is tired of waiting on people. This is why AI and everything is able to take over in the first place, because people's tired of waiting on people to get things done. They tired of listening to people say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this for you, or I'm gonna help you out, or I'm gonna come and do this, or yep, I'm over here doing it. We tired of hearing all that. Give me something that can help me do it myself, and I'm gonna do shit to the max. I'm gonna study some shit, I'm gonna get some shit, I'm gonna learn some shit. Yeah. That's respecting myself, is expanding my horizons, learning how to do stuff. You don't never know what you could become betting on yourself, giving yourself that self-respect to do the things that you know you should do. And as a woman, I don't want to just be a mother. I don't just
as women, we're more than that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to just be a daughter. I don't want to just be a lover, a mate.
Yeah. We're so much more than that.
Yes. And that's what I'm exploring in this time. I don't need somebody to validate me and tell me I'm great. Bitch, I've been great.
Does that mean that you got to be the one to disrespect them?
I know some people. Wait, let me see what you talking about. I know some females that earn their disrespect. Here's the thing: you must be on their level. You even talking about disrespecting. I don't know nobody that I'm disrespecting at this present time. I don't even care about people that get the disrespect because I'm not trying to be one of them people. So I can't. It sounds crazy because yes, I can talk about it, but at a point I don't want to even talk about it because them ain't even talking people I want to.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna hang around somebody I gotta disrespect. Here's the thing: it don't matter if you're toxic. You know what happens to toxicity, you know where it be in the sewers, right?
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle. Well, do you think you're a Ninja Turtle? Toxicity don't turn me into a Ninja Turtle. Oh,
Which one? Which one you gonna be? We gonna start naming, call you a Ninja Turtle movie.
I think you're a Ninja Turtle, bro. It ain't even about toxic. You got to be an old man, like cleared up.
The fact that you know you toxic tells me that you know you could change.
That man. Hey, no, you know the thing about it is light attract moths too.
Yep.
So you can either get some a beautiful type of animal or bug to your light, a beautiful person, or you can get a freaking roach.
Dude, you've been working on it.
First of all, try and
Working on it.
for failure.
That's like we don't say bye, we don't say try. Remember,
Right.
you working on it, work on it, bro.
Yeah.
Work on it. That's what you gotta do. You gotta work on it. If you acknowledge it, that's the first step.
We ain't all talking. We talk about how we're respecting ourselves.
She's
all talking.
You have blended. Wait till you hear when I talk about this detoxing y'all product.
Circulation.
Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
It's not off topic.
We can put circulation support in the who out here got circulation problems?
It seems like I got everything. No, I didn't work. I didn't earn this right here. This right here, what I just did. I earned this. I can feel the difference. But yeah,
we can talk about
circulation support. That's good. Was it working for you? That is wonderful. If that's what it's really, that is good. That's good news right there. Yeah. If it's working for her, that's beautiful. Cause yeah. But yeah.
Y'all gotta check us out too, because I think y'all been sleeping.
No, she wasn't saying. She's saying she's going off topic.
No, she's talking about her circulation support.
Some Shamaka essential things that y'all need to be doing.
It works. So if you got any issues, or health elements, you should be tapping in with me and Linda because she does the outside, I do the inside. So whatever y'all looking for, y'all should be getting with us. She's saying it works right now.
That's wonderful.
Y'all sleeping. Y'all got ailments that y'all could be healing, but y'all want to be toxic. And I get it. Come on this 30-day parasite journey. That's next week when we get ready to talk about it and tell y'all the time of doing the parasite cleanse. Because you just might lose your whole family. We're out.
Glenda, I told you to come get your sister. We can't even because she's gonna say because she'll be like, no, what you've been saying, I've been saying something.
Yeah.
Parasite, yeah.
Hey. So I'm just saying, like, my thing is I'm going for optimal healing. I want to, if here's the thing, only I hope that let us be an encouragement to show you that it does work. Whenever you choose to do whatever it is that you're doing in your life, if you're looking to elevate, let us be the ones to show you that it can actually happen. Because I think within our community, we think sometimes like leaving certain things behind us, we're failing at it. But we're not failing at it because we have to grow. And everything comes in your life to teach you or to stretch you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to challenge yourself at things. Everything ain't gonna be right the way you designed it to be, but at least put the plan together and work toward that plan.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So respecting the woman, like I said, this is the last day of the month, and it was Women's Month. If y'all didn't know that, even though we should respect women or even individuals, but we brought this up because it was Women's Month. To just, hone in to those that we, like we said on the last slide before we give respect to every woman that has went through the struggle, that is a leader, that is a teacher, that is a consoler, that is everybody's mama,
Right,
that
grandma,
counselor,
auntie.
all every person, that woman that has that role. We want to make sure that you know that you're appreciated. If ain't nobody else told y'all, y'all are
Taking care of family. This is a job.
hell yeah.
It's a job within it, outside of the regular job. If you have a job doing those things, so salute to you guys that are out there doing what it takes. But it takes a strong person to not give in to what goes on in this world or to feed into this energy. It takes a strong person to really navigate. Some it's easier for some than others.
Yeah. Like you said, when we have this conversation about this parasite cleanse, it's gonna shock some of y'all. But yeah, it is easier. Like the self-discipline. This is what I'm gonna say. There's tools out there to help you. And through my journey, I've learned that you gotta use those tools.
Yeah,
It's just that
I
simple.
agree.
If the divine's giving you tools that you can use to help you in any situation, are you using them?
And that's a good question. So I agree with you.
Because I have to go in my tool bag.
Yeah, because I still gotta be like,
I be going in my tool bag a lot too. Like, hold on, D, now use that.
Yeah, just like that too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I love that we have this topic.
I do too. Because women, I respect y'all, even if y'all don't earn that respect from other people. I know that I'm coming out the gate showing that respect. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to ever approach anybody with disrespect. I don't want to ever have to, even when people are rude or whatever. I'm still not going to approach with respect. I'll get away from that unless it's going to be that way. And I know at that point what it's going to be. Just know that I salute you. Women, it's a hard road out here. Things that we
Find your chosen family, your friends that you want to be with. Find those people. Cause I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm cool. For me to say that, if you know my history, that's a lot to say. Because I had a lot of so-called quotation mark friends, right? So like within the last 2-3 years, I was like, I'm done. I'm cool and all that. And then I had to start using my tools to attract the people that I want in my life, right? And even taking that chance, that opportunity, like, okay, you say you cool. I'm not going to put, that's why I said I've been put in categories just because I don't even know. Like I said, why you thought, I don't know.
Right.
But, or I have been told because I had this with this one person, so I just don't feel like having friends and stuff right now. But I thought I was already cool before that.
Before all of that.
And cut you totally off. But find your people that you resonate with, basically. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I was at a point where I was done, but you know what? My spirit wouldn't allow me to, because that's not even me. I'm such a people person.
Yeah. And I was the reverse. And then I got into a crowd, like I promise you, like TLC, that we visualize who I really am at the end of the day. It was a great thing to have met Wendy Hill, and I'll tell y'all right now, like, this is why it's important. Through your journey of life, you're gonna come into the people in your life that they're supposed to lead you on a mission. If you're here right now, it could be fun and games, be toxic and all that other stuff, and say that type of stuff. But if you're here right now, it's for a reason. Yep. It's because you're receiving a message. And the message that you should receive, whether you're hearing it or not, it will ring a bell one day. Just hope that it ain't too late for you to really change the things you need to change before it is too late, or before your time is up on this side of the round.
Yeah.
But we got, I think my past made me, okay, you're 40, bro.
But what do you, okay, and I understand, because that's trauma, right? I get it. So what are you going to do now that you have the tools that your God Almighty, your Jesus Christ gave you, right? Okay, because I'm going to talk your language real quick, okay? What are you gonna do now that you have the tools that Jesus Christ gave you? Because that's your language. No, I'm being so real. And I know this is gonna touch to have respect for now. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna do that now? Because there's tools out there for you. And that's just real talk. And that's how we talk to each other. You feel what I'm saying? So like
I think the Bible is one of those tools that first show you how to respect.
man,
I don't even know how you came across disrespecting if you are saying that you serve a God that really how you're supposed to be.
so I get that you're past. I know, we know, Louis.
I know, but you're not homeless no more. You ain't been homeless for
Right.
like 20 years now.
Like you good though. And if you keep on being disrespectful,
Are you not?
are you not good? And then find out why you're not good. We know.
Because you haven't been homeless for a while, bro. You have a whole family. A
Right.
whole beautiful family. So like
Respect that.
yeah. So
Respect
like
that.
okay, well, I'm not a therapist, and I think that we're heading into an area where there's no let me stop. No, but here's the thing. The thing is that I get everything that you're saying though. But when you have a family, what you've chosen to do is join yourself with someone else though. Like that has to be looked at. And while we're talking about respecting women in every relationship, we want to go there because that's the topic that we're on right now. Is that you also have to find out the fact that you have a whole wife and you have your daughters. And at the point you say that you're toxic, at what point is that helping you, your wife? What point is that helping your daughters? And at the end of the day, what point is it helping you? If there is a point where you show up as disrespecting women. So that's the part that we're trying to get people to look at is that there's a lot more to this than just how you grew up and how you was raised. And are you even, and tell me if I'm wrong or right, but if you're doing all the disrespecting, your life probably look like shit. I'm just saying.
No, we cannot kill it.
I'm asking because if you're saying that this is just how what you're used to, the only thing that can come from that situation is shit. Just being so real. I don't see anything else that's gonna blossom from that. Unless 2 or 3 generations after that, it'll be your great grandkids that's gonna fix that shit. But your kids and your immediate kids ain't gonna fix that shit because they gonna be fucked up.
Gotta break these generational curses.
So then by the time our kids even get to break that generational curse, motherfucker, you're dead and gone 2 generations. Your great grandkids gotta suffer the consequences that your actions have put into play.
That's a whole nother subject right there.
So that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about respecting women, you shouldn't even be at a point where you should have to disrespect a woman. And if that is the case, then you probably shouldn't be around that woman. And that's on the same page with other women too. If you're around a woman and she's not conducive to your growth, or she can't help you grow, or she can't do anything to help you progress, you probably shouldn't be around that woman. But like attracts like. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna be with what you like, even though you say you don't like that. So I'm just saying you have to be the one that shows that character, even though we don't know what it looks like. How do you picture it looks? If life, think about it like this: if life is truly a stage, right? Truly a stage. Why can't you stand up and act like what you think life looks like?
Because a lot of people want to be more than character.
She always got to come back, y'all. I'm trying to be great. No,
I thought you was asking.
No, I'm being funny. No, you're good because you came right back with it. No, but she's right.
I'm just saying.
It's true though. No,
instead of being the character, your main character, you want to be this character and that character and this character. No, I'm being so real.
No, you were right.
Like that's what people do.
I'm laughing because it's funny because it's real.
Yeah,
it's real. So I mean, I get it. I really do. I do get it. But if you could dream, like they say, if you see it, then dream it, make it be what it is.
But some people don't want to see it. they block. If I'm trying to say, like, they block that even out, so they don't see it. So that's why they're blind, right? You hear people say they blind, but their eyes is open.
Yeah.
Because they refuse to see it, because sometimes the fear of seeing it is they like, I don't want to feel that hurt, or I don't want to see this, I don't want to go through. I talk to so many people that be like, no, I don't want to do that because it's gonna make me feel that way. Like, even when I talk to my own brother, I'm like, you have to go through that. Like, if something keeps coming present, something keeps coming, and it's the same thing, and it's the same thing, ain't no going around and around and all that. You already tried to do that. All you gotta, what you might be looking for is right through that, but you're not going.
That's so. Say that one more time. You said
What you are going through might be. See, now I can't even say it like
what be. You might get to what you're going through once you go through it.
Once you go through it. It's on the other side. You looking at the wall like, I can't do this shit. I can't. And you keep saying I can't. I just can't. No, try it. Do it. Put in the work.
I think that people get used to listening to the police siren, and they like people like being on edge. Like, people get so used to being traumatized that they live like on the edge. Because that's them, they know how to do.
That's just me. And the things that I say, my social media, me being on social media, is a lot of healing for me. And I say the things because I was avoiding stuff. And then when I went, and I was like, why was I? Oh man, it's right here.
Man, that's what I did.
What the hell? And I be mad at myself because I'm like, I done wasted years because I have a fear that was put into me of not going through it. And once I went through it, went to the other side, I said, dang. And here it is. Don't let fear be a factor.
And do it scared.
Yep.
That's where I'm at. I told Nana that the other day. Yep. Do it if your legs shake. Do it if your hands shake. Do it if your heart is pounding. But still do it.
Because like when you're exercising your physical body, remember I started shaking. You go, oh. And then I was like, come on, we're going to keep on going.
Oh, shake.
Yeah.
Get them couple of reps in. Or
exactly.
Last reps in.
Exactly.
Then, okay, then let it
release. Then your strength, your endurance gets better. Then you're able to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to look forward. If you're still looking back behind, like,
you're going to get in the wreck.
Are you going to turn into Lot's wife? Be real. If y'all know the story of Lot and his wife.
Oh, my cousin.
That's exactly what she was doing. She turned around.
For a salt dance.
She turned around and then salt. She didn't even get to go for it with her family. Just saying. You got to move forward. The past is for learning experience. The past is to know I'm not doing this again. The past is so I don't want to feel this again. I didn't like that. I didn't want to do. I'm gonna do something different. If you keep doing the same thing, my motto for 2026, you're gonna get the same result.
Tonight.
What?
Okay, can we remember some happy moment when you was walking in the snow? Was that a happy moment or a good moment in your life? Can we talk about some of the moments that are available in life? Because continuing, not that these things don't happen in life. I'm not saying these things don't happen in life, but the things that we put our focus on are the things that we will manifest in our lives. So, give me a good memory instead of when you was walking in the snow all night? Was the good reason you was walking in the snow? Can I get a good a story of something that you're grateful for or happy that you got going on in life? Because here's the thing, we gotta change.
Okay, here we go. Let's change. I got you. I remember I walked in the snow all night one night, and guess what, y'all? I'm still here.
Damn.
I did it, and I'm here.
You ever walked in the snow? Shit.
Man, hot rock. How about that? That's how you change
In
that.
a blizzard.
I remember a whole night I was walking in the snow. And guess what? I'm right here to tell you that I walked through that snow and I made it. Yeah. So I can make it through other things because everybody's not a warrior. Only the people that go through things are warriors.
Right. I don't know how good you would be if you was just perfect and you got to do everything correct. I don't even see that as happening, but I'm just saying, like, people act like that's what's supposed to happen. Like, you're just supposed to automatically know how to do all this instead of saying, "Oh shit, this don't work for me. I'm sorry,
I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
I can't do that. Right? I can't. I attempted to do it. It didn't work. It's not for me. I'm good. Thank you. So now let me go try out this.
Yeah. Do something different.
Yeah.
That what people be so loyal to shit that it blocks their whole fucking blessing.
Mm-hmm. I was blocking my blessings because I was loyal to stuff and doing stuff and not going through it.
Yep.
I had to go through some physically, mentally, spiritually, and I still go through it. Don't get it twisted.
You know what it's like reliving some trauma?
Yes, I do.
You know, here's the thing. The one thing that had me bust my guts was that inner child work. That inner child work had me on my hands. Right. And that work don't stop, y'all. That work don't stop. It don't, because there's triggering moments at everything that I go through, like moments that I could be triggered, but I choose now, and I call it trigger because it reminds me how I could choose. Right. That's what I was gonna say that. Oh, you hit it right spot on. When I say I'm triggered, that's telling me I'm aware. Yeah, I know I was triggered by this, and so now you know. Yep. But what we say is a spiritual journey, an emotional journey, or a mental one where you are being asked to finally move forward and put the bag down. Man, put the baggage down. Said them bag of bones. Ain't that what you called it, Blended? That bag of bones? Where you been? We ain't where you been no more. Is you still walking? And I know you got a car, nigga. You ain't walking in the snow no more. Exactly, too. Look, he stopped playing. I was walking in the snow 10 years ago. Shut your ass up. You're not walking no more. Right, them bones. Like she said, that bag of bones. Put it down. The journey don't stop. Work don't and stop. You're still here. Work don't stop. Let's talk about being still here. Work don't stop. When you still here, I mean, and people always laugh at that scene in Color Purple, but she still was there. Like she said, she might have been all that, but she was still there. But thank God I'm here. Yep, I'm still here. I'm here. And that means the mission's not done. It ain't never done. And when you elevate to one level, you're gonna have a whole nother level. And you know what's about to happen. I'm about to. And you got a pattern though. That's the thing. Yeah. Because we still. I'm not gonna lie. I still have issues with the pattern too. Because I have been indoctrinated in certain areas that kind of still hold me in certain areas, and I have to unlearn some things so that I can learn what it is that I need in my life. So I'm also deconstructing some ways of thinking and some ways that I've been while actively trying to implement the things that I've learned that's new. And you need reminders. Yeah. You're like, I don't never want we'll tell each other like you tripping right now, you know, right? And we're not, and this is the respect argument. And it's not even the respect, you know you ain't supposed to do that, and I'll walk on, or you'll say the same rocks in the backpack. I call them rocks in the backpack. Well, one rock is pain, one rock is thrill, the other rock is disappointment, and another rock is old version of you. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. A rock. Well, then what? We got to start dumping them rocks out, right? Man. I don't want this in it. This is heavy. Man. You feel what I'm saying? Your back hurting. The backpack with rocks in. I don't want to be no backpack lady or no bag lady. I don't want no bag. The thing is I want to be in relationships where I'm respected. I want to be.
in survival. Sorry, it's time to put the bag down. Spirit is saying right now that you don't have to live there. Oh,
We've been trying to say that, but
let's go, because she got an elegant way of, like mouthpieces, such an elegant way.
Okay, so another rock is scarcity and survival. It's time to put the bag down. Spirit is saying right now, put the bag down, because you don't have to live there anymore.
There's no more in this house. Sunshine has come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, we are the controllers. And in order for us to start respecting one another, the respect is going to start from ourselves. I don't have time to get caught up in all the things that this world will sidetrack. I'm telling you, we're so easily distracted by everything that goes on. We're so easily tempted into getting into stuff with other people. What you talking about? Hey,
putting them bags down.
I'm not carrying no bag. I'm not carrying nobody. Because here's the thing: people will infect you with their sadness, their grief, and their judgment, and they will infect you. It's an infection. That's the real infection that's going around. We worried about COVID. We should be worried about the infection of people that can't get their lives together and putting their shit on other people, just waiting to spaz out and break out on people. That is the true virus. And we are the walking deads because we go right along with it. Don't you know, in the Walking Dead, when one dead person bites another, they turn dead too. So if a person comes
they ain't biting me,
a rabid dog,
I'm gonna act like I'm Walking Dead. I'll be like, baby, like, I'll be like, yeah, that too. And then I'm not. Don't bite me. Keep that shit. Y'all, I'm sorry. Oh, it's all good, y'all. No, but for real though.
You know what I'm saying? You let the person come up and argue with you, and then you argue that you just join the Walking Dead.
You're right though.
You literally just joined the Walking Dead crew. Because now they got you acting like them, like the rest of everybody else is acting. I'm not with that shit. So you go with your Walking Dead ass, go on over there, because I see the world that made you mad, and you just mad for no reason, and it's the Walking Dead people. Yes, I understand what you've been through is traumatic. Everybody's been through something traumatic. And I'm not trying to be insensitive or not care about people's feelings. But at a certain point, you have to grow from what you've been through. What did this hurt teach you? When you're hurt, extremely hurt, is trying to teach you something. Are you listening? Are you paying attention? When you go through a deep hurt, it's trying to teach you something. What are you looking at?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why would you waste your time? I wouldn't waste another day. You let me know if something was ever to happen to any of my family members. I'm not gonna wait and be like, oh, I should have made sure that I was starting some teachers to help my family. I just came from Colorado like a whole couple of weeks ago and blessed my whole family with teas, tinctures, and everything.
Now so what they do with it is on them.
Exactly. Now what they do with it and take what they do with it. Hope these people went and used it, and I get some good reviews off of the stuff that I'm giving them. And the fact that this is what I love to do. I study this. I do this. Because not only do I want, like I said, I don't want to just be beneficial to myself. I took this from my own. I started out trying this stuff on myself. I started doing the work myself. Do you know what it feels like to look at your body when your body's changed from the inside out?
Yeah, I can't say. I can relate.
Having to go through it, I've done it, so I'm doing the work. So now that I've done the work, I'm sharing with everyone. You've already been through the rough part. You've been through the confusion, the storm, and already figured out how to keep going.
Man, because you're still here. Back to that.
I'm saying.
You're right. Man, just keep going. Keep moving.
Thank you. Good night to you too.
Yeah,
thank you.
We
about to end.
Yeah, we about to end. You know, we could talk. We be talking after the talk.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely, y'all. We appreciate everybody. Go ahead. I'm acting like we at the Love Palace. I enjoy not clicking and clacking, and I love it.
Hey,
That's why I love the Q&A, and I love where's the love at. I don't have to do a lot of work.
I think, but here's the thing: giving honor and homage, respect to thank you for everything that you've done because you taught me a lot. I thank you for showing me the way as well, and allowing me to express myself as well. Like it's not a lot of people that are allowing people to be their true, authentic self, and I thank you for allowing me to be that. And to you, Glenda, before you go to bed, I thank you for helping me become the person that I should have been a long time ago. And I'm not talking about old times. I'm just talking about how I recognize that it was always within me to be who I was supposed to be, and that I'm glad now that I'm betting on myself.
You had to wait home all the time, the whole time, Dorothy.
And I love the fact that going forward, I'm always gonna bet on me. And if I can help somebody out bet on themselves, that's my job is done. But I thank y'all for showing up here, over here to the House of Holistic Royalty. Ow!
I
And
I'm enjoying. I enjoy it.
do you have any last words you'd like to say?
No, I do. Just like to wrap it up. Respect the woman. No, it's so funny because there was a movie that said respect the, or no, listen to the woman. That was on White Man Can't Judge Y'all. But we are the mothers, and there's Mother Earth too, right?
Yeah. So
we can help create, and then we carry that creation. That right there deserves all the respect in the world. So thank you for having me up.
Yeah, that because she said deserved it.
Yeah. And thank you for the participation, the vulnerability, and just supporting the ships as we sail along. Okay, y'all. Thank you. Now, peace. You have a good night at work. Y'all make sure y'all get ready to tap into where the love is at Thursday. Where's the love at? You never know what to expect.
Get ready.
But then tap into blended healing. Daily Dose of D is a good one tomorrow. I must admit, I'm gonna be in my work mode. And also, don't forget that meditation and yoga, Holistic Royalty by Kellz.
Oh yeah.
And
Friday at 11.
Yeah. Don't forget about my sister Alicia Dion. She still be putting. I need this song first. I mean, she still be putting that music in for us. Okay. So shout out to the whole CLC family and my network family. So
yeah, I'm glad. Thank y'all for coming through. It's gonna be a good one next time we come back to it. And remember, we're doing the Q&A over at my house. Coming from the Love Palace over to
we're going across over to the other side of the street. We ain't far. We ain't too far away, but she over there. I had to get in my fancy go-kart that I got. Oh, my cloud card. Well, that's what I got. Shit. Okay, here we go.
But I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Tune in, hit Shamaka Essentials up. I thank y'all like I always tell y'all. We thank you for showing up here for us tonight. But most importantly, y'all, thank you for showing up for yourself. And we out, y'all.
Yeah, peace and love.
The magic present. She make her essentials. House of blessings for every night, every way.
I may be a ghost in the wiring, but the expansion continues. Tap into ChamakaEssentials.com for up to 40% off selected items, while supplies last. And when you're ready, the portal opens. Quick grabs, bundle deals, mystery boxes, all live, all moving. Inventory is limited. Once it exits the system, it does not return.
COC. Collaboration over competition.
I tried to tell you. I tried, but it's cool, you know. As I sit back in my cloud car and I ride around and hover over in different places on social media, to my surprise, people are still drinking the Kool-Aid. No harm, no foul, no judgment zone here. I want my people to win every time. So if you catch me floating by, just know I'm rooting for you. Even from up here. Always. Like cloud car and gear, let's see what they're drinking today. Unbelievable. They're sipping lies like it's candy water. Different platforms, same cup. If I could get just one of them to look up. Maybe they taste what they're swallowing. Keep moving. There's still time. Hold tight, folks. I'm not done yet. What is going on over here? Let me pull up for a better view. What's going on down there? Blended girl, keep driving. Don't you touch down anywhere. Keep driving. Let's see where this takes us.
D, don't touch down no place. Don't touch down. We're in the Zen zone. Remember the meditation today. Don't you dare touch down. Alicia, don't touch down.
Come on, Kellz. There's a cool music studio down. I gotta go. I'm dragging Mouthpiece with me.
Yeah. Big blessings on blessings, Queen. Man. You already know. Okay. Hey, yeah.
People make the vision clear. Hands linked strong, we can't be denied. Healing in a circle, ancestors by our side. Stand together, we gon' rise for it. You tap in, you boss. Yeah. Goddessdee. Yeah, we asking one question tonight. Where the love?
Where the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where's the love while we keep switching it up? When it won't honesty, men just won't trust.
Where's the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where's the love?
Maybe we both messed up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Where is the Love? We're glad you tuned in.
Blessings on blessings. We appreciate you for sharing your time with us today.
You want peace but don't give respect. Then wonder why my attitude next. You say I'm emotional, I say you cold. You say relax, I say be bold. You say loyalty, I say time. Love ain't words if you never show sign.
Now he looking confused like,
what did I do?
Now she looking right back like,
you know the truth, huh?
She looking right back like,
you know the truth.
Lord,
where is the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where is the love? Why we keep switching it up? Women want honesty, men just want trust.
Where is the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where is the love?
Maybe we both messed up. Tune in tonight, let's talk about us.
He say I'm working hard just to build my name.
We lift ships up, never tear them down. Yeah, we building, not breaking. Say that. Leave out. You don't gotta shrink in here. Your story got weight. So bring every ship. Let it dock. Let it be seen. Let it be set free. You're safe now. Welcome home.
Georgia, Georgia.